Hey YouTube, how you doing? Anand Swami here with Finding Swami. Gosh, it has been a long time since I've made a video, but I'm glad to be here today and share a topic that is very important to me, and that topic is victimization. Now, with all things, whether it's this video or my blog where I have lots of writings on the topics of personal development and mindfulness, everything I do is always geared towards helping my fellow human. Um, There's a lot of suffering in life. I think Nietzsche once even said, all of life is suffering, and to survive is to find some meaning in that suffering. And growing up, I have seen many people carry with them this victim mentality where, at the onset of any type of unfavorable circumstance or situation, they lose it, they can't handle it, and they spiral out of control as if the world is just attacking them. And there are a few things that I want to share on how to overcome this victim mentality because I've seen it in myself and I've seen myself lose control, and I don't want to do that anymore to myself, nor do I want to see other people doing that because at the end of the day, life is beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful things out there. Me and my wife are currently full-time RVing and we're at a campground in Utah. I quit my job. Um, I have some decent savings, so we purchased a truck and a little RV, and we're just living life, you know. Both my wife and I have really come to grips with reality, and especially when especially when people close to you pass away and die, it gives you a different perspective on life, and you just gotta live, you know. So that's what we're doing, and I hope that's what you're doing as well. But anyway, back to victimization. I've seen a lot of people suffer and take the suffering to a whole new strata where they can't get out of it. And there's a lot of reasons why people are victims to their own life. You know, it could be something learned, it could be something that was imposed on them. And for me, it was definitely learned, you know, because I was a child and I grew up in a household where victimization is very common. And I unconsciously brought it to some of my relationships. That question, why me, or why is this happening to me, that's not a good question to ask yourself. I think it's far better to look at every situation, how unfavorable it may seem, and look at it as an opportunity to grow. So that's what I want to share with you today, how to grow from it. And before I get to that, I just want to caveat one thing. It's like, you know, we live in a time of lots of abundance, you know, meaning you can get what type of whatever food you want. You can indulge in lots of things to alter your mind, whether it be alcohol or weed or sex. There's a lot of things in our life that we can get easier. We can get more easier. We can get more easily and quickly. And we have so many conveniences and comforts, but I believe that these conveniences and comforts are to our detriment, and they are limiting the human potential. So the things I'm going to share with you aren't popular, but there are ways to leave the victim mentality, to look at every situation as an opportunity, and to grow into a better self. So, number one is exercise. This is how to get away from the victim mentality. When I have an unfavorable situation in my life, I go and really exercise. I test my body, and there's a lot of benefits to exercise. Obviously, I'm not going to get into that. You guys probably all know that. You know, you can start to look better too. But for me, it's really just a mental game. It's really about the mind. Can I test myself? Can I do something that is going to cause me struggle and overcome that? And you can take that to other avenues of your life. Number two is meditation. Meditation is very important, and it's a term that has become so cliche. And meditation doesn't mean sitting Indian style in a place and reciting some mantra. Although mantras are awesome, you know, so I definitely highly recommend it. I'll even put a few in the video, on the description, a few of the mantras that I listen to. But meditation is where you can get to a place and conduct an activity where your thoughts are silenced, and you can find some clarity in just the present moment. And even the term presence has become very cliche. Everyone's saying that you got to be more present. You got to, you have to do this, you have to do that. It You can't be present because it's always here. And I think the roadblocks that we have in our mind that contribute to a victim mentality is the stories in our head. We carry these stories that we don't, some people carry these stories with them so far that they don't, that it's inconceivable to understand that you don't have to have them there. I think the mark of intelligence is the ability to decipher thoughts and decipher which thoughts you're going to let into your world, because those thoughts become actions and those actions become your life. So, um, meditation is a great tool to be very discerning of your thoughts. Number three is journaling. That might seem like some far off personal development exercise, but trust me, journaling works. And what I do every morning is I write my agenda for the day, things that I want to accomplish, and then I have another section in my journal, in my binder, where I just release everything that's in my mind. And I forget the lady's name, but she wrote this book called The Artist's Way, and she calls journaling spiritual windshield wipers, which I thought is very clever. When we take a car and we're driving, and there's inclement weather, a lot of rain's gonna hit there, a lot of like funky stuff, but journaling is like a windshield wiper where we can just wipe that stuff away and we can have a little bit more clarity. So journaling is very important. So I think that's a good place to start. Those are three actions that you can take that can help you against, victimization. Exercise, meditation, and journaling. And it's a daily exercise. I mean, think about the things that you do daily right now. You brush your teeth every day, you exercise every day, I hope. You're doing all these things to preserve your body, your physical mind. There's things that you do every day for your work so you can preserve your financial situation. And the same thing happens with the mind. But I think taking care of the mind is of utmost importance now. I mean, I see it a lot more with family and friends. I'm seeing things like suicide happening in the world. I'm seeing uh, therapists in high demand, and it's because some people are just trying to make sense of what's going on, up here. So, you know, I hope if you do have that tendency to be a victim, you don't need to. You can overcome anything, and everything in life is just an opportunity to grow. These are just obstacles, and I'll share a few articles in the description as well, that I've written in the past that kind of speak to this as well. And I really hope sincerely that it helps you, and I hope you become a better person for it. And you do not need to feel sorry for yourself, because I'm not going to feel sorry for you, and I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I want us all to rise up and just be the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And if you find something of value, tell somebody else. You know, and I think in life that's what it's all about. It's about helping each other, just becoming better people. Because I mean, what else are we going to do on this short journey, right? Anyway, I'm out. I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you again.